Hi everyone, today we're gonna read the tale of Artemis, a proud goddess. In the far distant past, on nights when Zeus had retired to rest and the full moon shone bright in the starry sky, a happy party of beautiful Nereids would wander through the woods. A tall, light maiden stood out amongst them, the most beautiful of them all. All the others obeyed her, and when the group made merry in some clearing in the woods, she always proved herself the finest singer and dancer. Her name was Artemis. She was the goddess of moonlight nights and the great queen of the forests. She wore a short smock which emphasized the divine grace of her body, and when the silvery beams of the moon fell upon her, she radiated mythical beauty and imposing dignity. She loved hunting and often carried a gilded bow, while from her shoulder hung a golden quiver filled with arrows which shot always true. Artemis was the daughter of the mighty Zeus and of the goddess Leto. She was the twin sister of golden-haired Apollo, and in an earlier chapter we saw what sufferings Leto went through before she bore her two children. Artemis loved her mother and the other gods of Olympus. She was bold and proud, and woe betide any who slighted her or any other goddess. When, in spite of this, the two giants, Aloides, once dared to insult her, Artemis scorned their mighty strength and gave them the punishment they deserved. Artemis and Ephialtes, as they were called, were two sons of the giant Aloeus. Every year they grew 1 fathom in height and 1 cubit in width. As their size increased, so did their strength, and not only their strength but their insolence too. Mere mortals were of no consequence to them, and these they killed simply for pleasure. Finally, however, they became so bold that they even began to threaten the gods of Olympus. "Wait till we have grown a little taller," they said, "and we shall pile Mount Pelion on Mount Ossa and reach to the very heavens themselves, and then we shall snatch Hera and Artemis away from you." The gods certainly had cause to fear this pair, for had they not chained Ares, the fearsome god of war, and kept him hidden away for 13 months? What troubled the god even more was that these two giants had been born virtually immortal, and neither god nor man could kill them. Fate had decreed that they would die only if the one killed the other. Yet how could such an end overtake the two Aloides, whose ambitions bound them together even more firmly than the brotherly blood which flowed in their veins? Artemis, however, had laid her plans. One day, when the two Aloides went out hunting, the goddess trailed them. The two giants were lying in an ambush near each other, waiting for a deer to cross their path. The goddess caught a doe and then released it in a spot where it would pass directly between the two brothers. As soon as Artemis and Ephialtes saw the doe, they both took aim immediately. They bent back their bows with all their strength and loosed their shots like lightning bolts. The goddess, however, made sure they missed the door, and since the target they were aiming at lay exactly between them, their arrows drove home full force into each other's foreheads. Artemis' plan had succeeded. The two allies fell dead. There was indescribable joy when the news of the terrible giant's end became known, and everybody sang hymns of praise to Artemis in honor of her great achievements for God.